Okay, buckle up. The Federal Reserve pivot just turned into full-on political theater. First, the headliner, President Trump tried to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook over alleged mortgage fraud. A federal judge said, not so fast, blocked the removal, citing Fed acts for cause protections and Fed independence. Cook gets to stay. It is interesting to note that the judge who blocked Cook's removal was in the same sorority as Lisa Cook. Sounds to me like the close relationship would have warranted recusing herself from this case, but we're talking political corruption to cover up an actual crime, so it's okay, right? Then there's Stephen Miran, Trump's nominee to the Fed board. The Senate Banking Committee just sent his nomination to the full Senate. If confirmed, he might bring a closer White House tie to Fed policymaking, which raises serious questions about the central bank independence. Wells Fargo's CEO chimed in saying, Trump is entitled to be vocal about the Fed. Translation, big banking wants to give up the independent central bank story and fast-track the political influence. Let's tie this to the rest of the story. Yesterday, we saw a QCEW bloodbath. Jobs revised down massively, over 900,000. Again, confirming what I've been warning about for years. The BLS jobs reports were largely fiction. And today's producer price index came in negative month to month, a signal that price pressures are fading fast. Combine those and the economic case for a rate cut next week just went from plausible to almost guaranteed. We might not just get a quarter-point cut. At this point, a 1/2-point cut looks increasingly likely. Not because the economy is collapsing, but because the original data drove policymakers to over-tighten. Okay, so what's going on here? It's not just bad statistics. It's not just delayed rate cuts. This is political theater wrapped around monetary policy. When the White House litigates a Fed governor, fast-tracks its own nominee, and big banks publicly align with political pressure, you're watching the dismantling of institutional independence in real time. If you bought or refinanced a home in the past 2 years, chances are you overpaid for your mortgage because the Fed kept rates artificially higher based on inflated jobs numbers. Those are real dollars out of your pockets. If you want somebody who actually reads the data, separates fiction from reality, and translates all of this Fed drama into what it means for your mortgage, follow me. Because while Washington fights for control, someone still has to look out for your wallet.